How did you decide to chart the course in the way that you did? To your earlier point, you've been trained operatically, but you did not go that route. And now after Broadway and after Hollywood and after the small screen, now you finally end up where one could argue, should have been all along, or could have been certainly all along on the Met stage. Why this route to the Met?
It's a great question. And
Yeah.
I grew up singing in church, gospel music. I grew up singing country music because I'm from Broken Arrow, and that's what we do. But I went to college, and my dad was a real advocate of getting my education. He said, I don't care if you get a degree in basket weaving, just get a degree. And it was there that my voice teacher really opened up my voice. And I discovered that I had this operatic sound and as well, and I started succeeding at competitions and basically won an award for the Met auditions when I was 22. It's not a contest to get in the Met, they just give a cash scholarship.
That's all that matters anyway at that point.
Yeah, right there in
Yeah.
college you're like, give me whatever you can give me. But basically what happened is I was accepted to Academy of Vocal Arts in Philadelphia, one of our top schools in the country for opera, and decided to go to New York with my best friend Denny to see what it was like. 2 weeks before the program started, I went to New York for the first time, auditioned for a show, and got it. And the director, to his credit, said, you know, who's your agent? And I said, well, I guess my dad. I mean, I don't really have it. And he said, you need to think about what you're doing. I know you say you want to go do be an opera star, but he's the one that kind of convinced me to do Broadway, and my dad did negotiate my contract, and he was like, you know, apparently there's a union you can join.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. So he did really good. So, Dad, thanks if you're watching. Thank you so much for that. And to make it full circle, I did Candide last year 2 years ago with the New York Philharmonic, and I just did an operetta with Placido Domingo a month ago at DC Opera. So it just goes to show you that if you keep training and keep working, things come around the way they're supposed to. So I guess there was another plan, you know.
Not bad for a girl from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Thank you.
You've referenced now at least 3 times by my count your voice coach, your voice teacher. Let me ask you a real stupid question. You have this gift, you have this talent, and you spend time with this person who is coaching you, teaching you. What did Kristin, I can't ask you what everybody else does. What did you get? What does one learn from a voice coach? How much better are you now as a result of having somebody coach you with this thing that is internal?
Well, that's a great question. You know, when I first went to college, I thought, you know, I was the best from my town, and I thought, you know, she was good. And I remember getting up and singing New York, New York, and Matchmaker from Fiddler, a song that I'm really right for, was I thinking.
Yeah.
And she said, I can't wait to teach you how to sing. And of course I was devastated.
I'm sure you were, yeah.
But what she meant was not only vocally, technically, but also from the heart. Florence Birdwell from Oklahoma City University, who I still call and get tips over the phone. I have teachers now in LA and New York that have picked up where she left off, but she opened my voice. You know, grew up belting out songs and singing Sandy Patty and Amy Grant and Judy Garland, and she's the one that said, you actually have a gift that goes beyond what and she taught me basically how to sing, and more importantly, about life and how to apply a song to really mean it. Lyrics are so important, and people, you know, if I may, a lot of songwriters today don't. You miss a lot of the lyrics. This woman taught me, when you're standing up to sing, your job, it's not only to be vocally correct, but to get it across to the people so that they will be touched. That's your job. And that's what she taught me.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot right quick here in a minute and 20 seconds left. Give me 1, 2, 3, you pick, 1, 2, 3 songs that lyrically just move you. Every time you perform them, every time you hear them, just on the lyrics. You love the lyrics of this particular song.
I think Rodgers and Hart wrote My Funny Valentine, and I often wonder what went on in their lives to make them be able to write that song. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? Still, just love me for who I am, basically, and let me be your funny Valentine. It's the most beautiful lyric. I also am a big fan of Jerome Kern. You know, this is a man that wrote Showboat, but he also changed American musical theater because it brought up the issues of racism and for the first time ever. And there's a song he wrote, you know, He's Just My Bill. It's a song about one man, and it repeats the name Bill over and over, but he can't golf, he can't sing, he can't row a boat, but he's mine.
He's your man.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, Kristin Chenoweth stars in the new #1 box office hit, RV. As if you didn't know that. It is an honor to have you on the program. And when you do that Met thing, you gotta come back and see it.
You bet I will. I'll be back.
I'll be waiting on you. Nice to see you.
You too, honey.
Nice to meet you. That's our show tonight. Catch me on the weekends on PRI, Public Radio International. Check your local listings. See you back here next time on PBS. Until then, good night from LA. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the faith.
For more information on